So I'm Colin Tilley and I'm chairman of Bishop Stortford Rugby Club. I've been so for 5 years. This is my 6th year. So I've known Peter on and off. Our paths have crossed in the club. I was coaching youth rugby when he was president, so we used to spend a lot of time up here on a Sunday, walking around, talking to parents, talking to club coaches. And then when I became a trustee of the club some 5-6 years ago, that's when Peter and I started to work most closely together, and I've seen him in action ever since and worked very closely with him on running the club, overseeing the work of the club and its development, which is where Peter's done a lot of his work very quietly in the background. He's a very principled man with very high integrity, Peter, without any shadow of a doubt. And the great thing about him is he has a very positive approach to everything he does. So there are no problems, there are only solutions as far as Peter's concerned. He's a good problem solver, but amongst other things, he's a great networker. You ask him to find somebody or get something that you need or to get done, Peter's the man to go to. He's a great networker. But above everything else, he's a doer. Peter's not one to sit back and just talk the talk. He actually walks the walk. And as they say, if you want a job done, give it to a busy person. Peter's the man. If you want a job done, give it to him. You know it will be done. He's the epitome of what I would call as a community volunteer. And he gives 100%. Whatever he does, it has to be done right, and it has to be done to 100% of his capacity. And the rugby club's always prided itself on being a community club, and Peter's very much the driver of that in his role as Director of Fundraising and Community Relations. It's a job he's done for a number of years, and I think he's known throughout the town for that role, and also from a number of organisations that he manages to squeeze grants out to help us physically develop the club, which has been brilliant. In fact, he's the perfect person for the job. They're really, whoever has to fill his shoes when he decides to retire, it's going to be a difficult job for someone to walk into. I'm absolutely delighted that you've achieved this award and the recognition that goes with it, which is so richly deserved. You've made a huge voluntary contribution to the life of the town, and you've done a wonderful job for the club over many years, but you've always done it quietly and very modestly. And in that sense, you are one of the unsung heroes of the club. You don't claim the credit, you don't go looking for recognition, you just quietly get on with the job, and you've achieved so much. And above all else, you just show incredible energy. I don't know where you get it from, and I just hope that I can inherit some of that for as long as you had. So many congratulations on your award, and have a wonderful evening.